Okay, so this guide we're going over Twisted Fate, or TF for short. So TF is a squishy mage that does not have the greatest burst, but has great utility with his pick a card ability. He does have a rather high learning curve, but once you get the hang of TF, he is a global threat in laning phase and is a threat to anyone that is traveling along in the rift. His passive is also great because you gain 1 to 6 gold every time you kill an enemy. So even if you have the same CS as the other opponent, you technically have more gold than they do. So since TF relies on his pick a card ability to do well, getting movement speed quintessence is a must when playing TF. So don't even play him until you get that because it becomes really difficult. Now to the skills. The first skill to get is W, pick a card. With this skill you have to pick blue, red or gold card while it flickers in rotation. Once you pick a card, TF will throw that card in his next auto attack. The blue card deals most magic damage and restores mana, so this is great for sustaining mana in lane. Also use this card when attacking towers as it does the most damage. The red card deals the second most damage, does AoE damage and slow. This is great in team fight and for minion clear. The gold card does the least damage but stuns the enemy. This is a great tool in team fight, and 90% of the time you are waiting for that gold card to appear. So when playing TF, it becomes vital to pick the card you want to pick and make sure you can pick that every single time, even if you're panicking, because if you can't do that, you are not a good TF. The next skill to get is Q, wild cards. TF throws 3 cards in 3 different directions, dealing magic damage to enemies that it passes through. This is great since it goes through enemy minions and you can just hit enemy champions if they're in the line of path. You should be able to hit this every time after you gold card someone. The third skill to get is E, stack deck. With this passive skill, TF gets bonus attack speed and the ability to do bonus magic damage on every 4th basic attack. You can tell if TF is going to get his bonus magic damage by looking at him, and if there's cards around him, that means he'll be doing the bonus magic damage on the next basic attack. TF's ult is Destiny. When activated, TF reveals all the enemies on the map, and after, you can activate Gate to teleport to a target location in range. This skill gives TF great global presence and great ganker. When ganking with ult, you should pick a gold card before you teleport in, so you can stun them and use your wild cards on them right after. But remember, you don't always have to teleport in. You can use this to just get vision in vital situations. So here, we are having a team fight at Bot River. It is a 3 vs 4 and we are able to catch them out of place. As TF, you cannot get focused since TF is a squishy mage, so you have to be in the back line most of the time. I go right into the fight once my Leona and Lee Sin is making chaos. I stun enemy Yasuo for the kill and Q Rumble for the double kill. Even without ult, TF is a great ganker because of the gold card. Here I'm ganking top to make a 2v2 fight into a 2v3. I stun and Q enemy Singed. I also ignite him and give him auto attacks for the kill. Here I'm ganking bot lane. Getting that gold stun and Q is vital combo to master TF. So here is a 4v4 fight going on and is somewhat even or favored to the enemy. I ult into a spot where I can do most damage, and I stun Rumble since he's low and throw a Q to hit most enemies possible, following with auto attacks to get triple kill. So now the fight has turned around and I try to get Varus by getting a flash stun, but enemy Yasuo comes into play as well. But by using gold card and Q, I'm able to kill Yasuo. So at the end, this fight became 2 for 4. For this fight, the enemy has just broken our outer mid tower. I'm just throwing gold cards and Q for harass. Leona does a great initiation and we begin the team fight with her ult and we go right in. I use red card on Yasuo since he's out of position and he's facing 4 of us. Slowing him is more effective here because slow has a longer duration than stun and it also does more damage. So we continue the chase, and I am able to gold card Rumble and Q for the kill. We also catch Thresh and Singed as well. Here, Lee Sin is able to initiate a 4v3 fight. I make sure to keep my distance so I'm not going to get killed. TF is a great pick-off champion, so if your team has great chase catching abilities, it works really well with TF. Here, we catch Thresh and we are able to kill him. We go for tower as well, but during that time, we also kill Singed as well. After we get Inhibitor, Varus gets too close and I am able to flash gold card and Q for the kill. For this team fight, our Caitlyn gets caught and dies. They're chasing us and we are trying to get away. I use my go kart in hopes to stop Rumble going to Rise for the disengage, but our Rise gets hooked by enemy Thresh. Now we have to fight this. I'm using go kart, Q, and auto attack from safe range. I don't chase Thresh here since he's not relevant anymore. Yasuo tries to focus me, so I'm moving towards tower and using go kart Q combo on him. Until here, it was a 3-for-3 and pretty even, but enemy Varus steps on Caitlyn's trap and gets caught by us. Singed is also running away, but I ult and catch him with my gold card for the kill. So we actually don't end the game here, but in the next battle. But sadly, the replay has messed up, so this is it for the gameplay. Sorry about that, guys. But now let's go to the runes, mastery, item orders, and skills. So for rune page, I get 3 movement speed quintessences, 9 armor seals, 9 magic pen marks, and 9 scaling MR glyphs. So you can actually go more glass cannon with TF by changing armor seals and scaling MR glyphs to more magic damage or magic pen. But I think this is more of a balanced rune page, so you won't get bursted down so fast. Because if you go glass cannon, you have to dodge everything or you will die really, really fast or not be able to sustain in lane more safely. But regardless of what you do, you need to keep the movement quintessences because movement speed is vital in TF. For the masteries, I don't really have so much to say. I get the cooldown, I get the movement speed definitely, and I just go with the 2109 setup like a regular AP mage. It's not so much different from other mages that I have. So for item order, I made a flowchart like always. Start out with Dorans and pots. If you're uncomfortable going Dorans, you can actually go with flasks and pots too. And on your first pack, you want to go Chalice or Seeker's Arm Guard, depending on who you're facing. If you're facing AD, you should get Seekers. If you're facing AP champion, you should go Chalice. After that, you get Boots, Lichbane, and then upgrade Boots. For the rest of the way, it's kind of situational. Just get it in an order you like, and depending on the situation you are in. But example of a typical final full build is shown as well. If the late game prolongs, I might switch out my Athene's Holy Grail to a Void Staff if enemy starts to stack MR. For skill order, you should always go pick a card first. I mean, that is very good utility. You get a stun, you get a slow, or you get a mana replenish. And then after that, you get Q, your wild cards, and then your stacked deck. After level 3, the order of skill order should be ult, Q, W, then E. So you want to emphasize leveling up Q wild cards the most because your general combo will be to pick a gold card with pick a card and then hit the enemy with wild cards. So let's talk about TF's ult for a little bit. So Destiny is a very good ult, gives you global presence and you can teleport to a certain range on the map, and you know it's a good pressure, good map presence. But that's not the only thing that's good about Destiny. Destiny gives you vision of all the enemies on the map, so you can actually use it when you're pushing for an objective. If you want to push for an objective like dragon or tower, but all the enemies are in the fog of war, you can actually use Destiny to get a global vision of where all the enemies are, so you can see if you're safe or not. If you're safe, you can keep doing the objective you want to do. If not, you can actually escape in time so they don't have the chance to gank you. If they are about to gank you, you can actually teleport to a safe zone with your ult. It's actually faster than teleporting back to your base. That about wraps up my TF guide. Thank you guys for listening.